Hello and welcome to another Star Citizen podcast. I'm your host, BoredGamer. It is the last day of September. We're moving into October. That's how time works. I'm joined by the lovely Spooky Zinnia. Say hello, Spooky Zinnia.
Hello, Spooky Zinnia.
Perfect. That was some weird sort of sound effects you were doing there in the edits in. It must have been. Yeah, so we are moving into the Spooktober. It's the day of Vara, Halloween, the whole month kind of thing for Star Citizen. That's going to start at some point this week. And you can expect things like some green or purple or spooky skins for some ships. There'll be some game modes on Arena Commander, and there'll be some other competitions. And for the most spooky thing, you'll be able to get these various Halloween masks. Have you seen the Halloween masks before, Zin? And you must have by now.
Are they the same as the previous ones?
You know what? I'm going to send you a picture that we can't put on the podcast.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Spooky.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, so basically all previous skins, possibly a colour flip?
Yes, quite potentially. So yeah, we've got the Day of Vara. Masks will likely be coming back. You'll be able to earn them in-game or find them in loot containers or something like that. Will they sell them as well? Maybe. We'll sort of have to wait and see. We don't have all the answers. We've just seen some bits and bobs, and obviously they do Day of Vara every year. It's a cool little event, but I suppose it's just going to be overshadowed hugely by CitizenCon, as it kind of always is.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple of weeks, just over a couple of weeks until CitizenCon, and I'm super excited for it. Are you excited for CitizenCon, Zin? Because we are going there. We are going to be there.
A little bit. I think it's going to be quite tiring.
Yes. So we'll see if we've got enough energy to do some of the stuff on Sunday, because there's like potentially might be an office tour available. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know if CIG have actually got around to being able to do that. There's things like Enter Atmosphere, which are the esports, the sort of stuff going on after CitizenCon, but it's quite possible we will be too exhausted and I'll be wanting to get CitizenCon videos out. It's going to be more physically exhausting this year, because last year I made you stay up for many hours for the whole of the live stream while we were making videos on it. This time we'll be there and then we'll be out socializing afterwards. That's a good way of putting it.
Yes, and that's probably what I'm going to find the most exhausting.
Yeah, no, but well, of course. I mean, you're past your bedtime and you're having to socialize and you're having to drink.
Yes.
So hopefully we're cool. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to be good because obviously I'm going to effectively be representing BoredGamer, but anything I say or do is not representative of BoredGamer. Let's say that just in case. There's been a load of hype around CitizenCon on Twitter at the moment with some of the music creators like Jeff Zanelli and Pedro Camacho, people like that, saying, "Ooh, there's cool stuff happening at CitizenCon. Guess what we're showing?" and things like that. So we're expecting a lot of Squadron 42 stuff this year at CitizenCon. Mark Hamill was saying that he was really looking forward to Squadron 42's being released. Things like that, but obviously not implying it's going to be released at CitizenCon, but just saying he was hyped for it on his 72nd birthday the other day.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna. I mean, and I do not mean this offensively. They're gonna have to get all of those, anything they want for episode 2 and episode 3 for the actors that are in Star Citizen, especially the older ones like John Rhys Davies and Mark Hamill and stuff. They're gonna have to either get AI'd or recorded well soon, or maybe they already have them recorded to a degree, because they're getting old to the point where they're not going to want to work anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they'll be working well into their 90s. Yeah, so super excited for CitizenCon. We're expecting loads of different stuff from Squadron 42, sort of announcements, probably a release date announced, hopefully celebrities there. We're going to be there from the 18th in Manchester, so if people are going to be there for the big Bar Citizen takeover and want to meet up and stuff, we will be around. Feel free to come and say hello to us. Don't touch us. What? No, okay, I have to say this. I do not mind people shaking my hand and saying hello. If people grab me in any way, shape or form, I'm either defending myself or phoning the police. Only because I have to say that because it's escalated from when I in CitizenCon 2019. Someone really grabbed my bum. really grabbed my bum. Okay, well, you know who you are, and you're a good friend. However, no touchy. Okay, especially if it's in you. You're more getting tased.
My boyfriend will be there, but he probably won't punch you. He's not that way inclined.
Zin's not even BoredGamer wife, okay? But I'll defend her and her partner as if they were both BoredGamer wife. They are. I'll defend DC. I'll defend his honor. I'll just put it in the CitizenCon Discord. No touchy. Oh my god. But yes, really looking forward to CitizenCon. It's gonna be good. We should have a load of details on what's scheduled for CitizenCon later this week and probably next week or next week, I suppose. We know it's going to be themed like a Bengal carrier, the actual physical event. They want to move past 4.0 with the stuff they're showing, it looks like, but I would expect a bit of 4.0 stuff and like the new Planet Tech stuff, some new ships, loads of new features and that sort of stuff coming. And with that in mind, loads of new features in. 3.24.2 is being tested with the EVOCATI at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a mixture of stuff that's going on here from like data mines to lots of little secret stuff in the EVOCATI, and fortunately CIG are pretty softened with their NDAs now, so you are allowed to discuss anything basically pertaining to the EVOCATI to a degree within reason. You're just not allowed to show it. So you're not allowed to show files or audio from the Evo stuff. You're not allowed to share like videos, basically what I mean. No recording and screenshotting. But this EVOCATI patch was 44 gigs for effectively an upgrade from 3.24.1 to 0.2.
Yeah.
And people were like, why so big? What? It shouldn't have that much stuff in there. And CIG said that it's using 4.0's codebase.
Okay.
So 3.24.2 is 4.0 Lite. It's not got the stuff that's exclusive to 4.0, like I suppose Pyro and jump points, stuff like that. But it's not just a simple 3.24 patch. It is effectively 4.0 minus. I don't know how to describe it. It's not 4.0. It's less than 4.0, but it's greater than 3.24.
It's 4.0 flat or 3.24.1 sharp.
Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, CIG have been testing that. There's loads of new features in that EVOCATI build. Not all of the new features are 3.24.2 yet, but you've got the new caves, you've got the new MFDs, which are awesome, although they're bugged on a couple of ships. You've got the load of new character customization, hair, tattoos, piercings, new heads, stuff like that. Load of new quality of life updates to HUDs, maps, mobiGlas. There's a new skybox, or space box, which actually looks pretty cool. It looks sharper, looks higher detail. Okay. People were saying it was like more green, but it's not more green than what we've currently got, at least in my opinion. It just looks sharper and more highly detailed. It does look nicer. Less faded, but people will see it soon enough. Lots of ships have been set up for engineering and a load of 4.0 stuff. There's like fire extinguishers and life support systems sort of there. They're just not interactable or usable yet. So something that is part of the patch and that is probably going to cause a reasonable amount, and already has caused a reasonable amount of drama, is they've effectively made master modes slower. They've tweaked master modes and done some other balance. And one of the things they've done is made boosting speeds significantly slower for ships. Now, we are not super heavy into PvP combat. I mean, I'm not really into PvP at all. Zin's certainly not. So talking about it to a significant degree beyond what I want it to be eventually is a bit redundant. So yeah, people are annoyed about this because master modes are slower anyway in the general movement of ships. They were using boost a lot more, and now that those speeds are reduced further, what do you think this means for people? Do you think that it is the slowing down and dumbing down of Star Citizen, or do you see it as, well, actually they're just trying to make dogfights slower and closer together so you can see the pretty ships?
I don't know. I guess it's all just their plan for combat in Star Citizen.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that their plan is it's just not thought through or is not what they want, stuff like that. Because I see Yogi Cat getting a reasonable amount of criticism, which I think is critique the mechanic and not the person where possible, because I'm up for giving master modes a try. The direction they want for master modes is to slow down dogfighting, to have dogfighting closer, so you can see your target, you can aim and take out subcomponents, components. It is a much more close range, pretty experience. They want that. And then they want to make it so that multi-crew ships and turrets and stuff are very powerful, stuff like that. So it's going to be coming in stages. 4.0 will represent a big update to this and a load of tweaks to this, and should hopefully put it in a better position when we've got that engineering gameplay and a load of other stuff going on. But I'm fine with people being critical with it. I'm fine with people talking about it. I mean, the conversation needs to be had, right? It's just, from my point of view, I think a lot of this stuff will be solved by people better at solving it than me. And you might see that as a cop-out, but I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm tapping out until we've got 4.0 in at the very least with this sort of conversation. Right, that's fair, right? Like, yeah. I like the idea of dogfighting being closer and being able to see my target. I just don't want it to be so dumbed down that people are like, well, there's no skill to this at all. It's just Eve, but you're first person. But it's basically everyone's the same skill level, whatever. I don't want that. I want there to be a really high skill ceiling that you can go to. I want there to be a solid skill floor. I don't want there to be dogfighting aces which can take on 7+ ships that are all directly engaged to them. I don't want them to go, haha, you literally can't hit me because I'm out of your range and I'm doing cool stuff where means that I can hit you and you can't hit me. I don't want stuff like that. I also see that there are some problems with master modes at the moment, which master modes is trying to fix but might not be necessarily fixing yet. I just want people to be aware that this patch does change some stuff like that. Let's see where it goes. But when you've had a chance to actually play with it and see what it's like, critique it, talk about it. Yeah, give Star Citizen, give CIG feedback, but do it in a concise, reasonable manner, and say what you think it's addressing and not addressing. As I said as well, the 4.0 stuff in this patch, do you think that looks like CIG preparing to get 4.0 ready with as much stuff as they can in earlier patches as possible, sort of getting the physicalization of fire extinguisher and life support and lots of stuff ready for engineering ready now without actually turning it on? Do you think that's sensible and that's probably what they're doing? Or do you think that actually this stuff might have just been accidentally included in the patch?
No, I think, because they say it's the code base. So yeah, to me that's
basically 4.0.
Yeah.
It's 4.0 without the 4.0 features.
It's without the features, yeah. So then, to me, it's kind of like they're making sure that 4.0 is compatible, as it were.
Yeah, get as much as you can in, as early as you can, so that you can bug fix it, get it sorted. Hopefully 4.0 will be great and not a 3.18 situation where everything breaks. I do think that they've done a load of testing for this, and hopefully we're on for 4.0 by the end of the year. 3.20, 4.2. Are you thinking CitizenCon? Are you thinking Intergalactic Aerospace Expo? Are you thinking before? I know I've asked you this before, but stuff changes.
Oh, I mean, ideally, I think it should be before CitizenCon.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, ideally, that's not a.
Yeah.
I reckon. Ideally, they should have 4.0 before CitizenCon.
I mean, ideally, the game should be released before CitizenCon. And Squadron 42. No, I see what you mean, and that's fair.
But I don't know, like, testing can take months, depending.
And they could also be testing stuff that's for 3.20, 4.2, but also a 3.20, 4.3 with like an Intergalactic Aerospace Expo patch. They could be testing that stuff in here. It might not be. They might do it.
Yeah,
I mean, I haven't actually seen anything for the IAE in this patch, like the halls or anything. I haven't noticed it anyway. So maybe I'll do another test for that later. Yeah, maybe this is a CitizenCon patch. I'm interested to know what people think in the comments below about that. Now, Zin.
Yeah.
I got some rumours. For you.
Yeah.
From this patch. So a little bit of this is sort of like just entirely rumour. Some of this is from data mines. So literally like someone saying, oh, there's a reference in Excel about this ship or feature. Typically, when CIG put a patch to EVOCATI or just release any branch of a patch, they'll exclude some bits from the patch release. Like, exclude this. They've got like an exclusion process. So hopefully references to certain things don't appear, so they don't get leaked. Sometimes it looks like they've put little breadcrumbs, like with the Misk Raptor. So they put breadcrumbs to the Misk Raptor, which they ended a April Fool's about, which was the Street Sweeper. So some of this stuff probably breadcrumbed, some of this stuff accidentally included, some of this stuff pure rumour or something that's never going to happen or as just a reference and we've got it entirely wrong. But I want to draw your attention to some of these things. The new Hornet Mark IIs. It looks like we're going to have like the Super Hornet and that sort of stuff. We've seen that in the roadmap tracker anyway. But it looks like they might be coming out between now and 4.0.
Okay.
Yeah, is that something you expected, those new Hornets?
Well, I wouldn't have thought it would take them very long to get them sorted.
Depends, doesn't it, I suppose?
Well, because they've got the Hornet Mark II.
The F7C version, yes.
Yeah.
And so this will be the Super Hornet, the Ghost, and the Tracker.
So all they need to do is take the old versions and just update them like they have with the Mark II.
Yeah, I suppose. Or are they taking the Mark II they already have, the civilian version, and just changing the paints and modules?
Yeah, I mean, either or. Like, it to me, it doesn't seem like that big a job. I don't know what they do. I don't know how to create spaceships.
So I think the only real difficult one to do would be the Super Hornet, because it's probably still going to be a 2-seater, and that ship's a bit longer because of that and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's something that we kind of expected to see. Something else that looks like it might be coming up really soon, and that CIG have actually mentioned in the Atlas Q&A, is new tractor beams.
Yes.
And this is new types of tractor beam, so that you can do stuff like the Atlas can do. You can choose which kind of tractor beams to have on your ships and vehicles, is the idea here. Lots of different types, lots of different variants. You can have them for pulley and pushy, and different types of grabby, and lots of different powers and abilities. Sort of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And I would expect that by 4.0 as well. Now, something that we've asked for, and we saw displayed a few times, which haven't turned up yet, but look like they might be turning up, because they were mentioned a couple of times. Hover trolleys, Sin.
Well, we did have them, didn't we? Momentarily.
Yeah, I mean, in testing. So I suppose they kind of want the same tech for the cryopods for bounty hunting. Do you think they're going to be in a situation where to put these in-game by 4.0?
Maybe.
I suppose what I want to ask is, do you think they're going to sell them like a vehicle, or do you think they're just going to be freely available in your hangars, or you can purchase them in-game?
I think they should be freely available in your hangars, but I said that about the Argo Atlas.
The Atlas,
so...
yeah. I think they'll be nominally, they'll be available at nominal cost, the Atlases, in the future, in-game, like for 4.0, hopefully onwards. Hover trolleys, I'd like to just see them in your hangar as part of just loading equipment.
Like normal trolleys.
Yeah. But it makes sense they do it with hover, because CIG like to do magic beams and hover stuff because it causes less problems. It just causes less problems. They're making a big MMO, make it less problematic. Something else that was talked about and hinted at for potentially 4.0 is the new quantum travel experience. So this would be the new visuals for quantum travel, new music with that, and while you're accelerating, you have to keep within the quantum tunnel. Otherwise, you'll get pulled out or damaged or thrown out, and it will take a while before you can quantum travel again. Is that something you're sort of looking forward to, that new quantum travel experience? Because does it make sense to you, or is it sort of like,
I mean, I think it would be nice, but this isn't the quantum boost, is it?
So it'd probably be quantum boosting as well. If you're going to add that, you'd probably have quantum boosting as well, because the quantum boost is the sort of acceleration part of that, right? Where you can then go anywhere you want. That's an extra rumour I'm adding in now.
Yeah. Because I thought the quantum boosting was going to be coming later.
So it would be, if they're going to release that, I suspect they do quantum boosting at the same time. They might not. Now, Zin, we've got some other little secrets here. So, big spoiler warnings. I say spoiler warning, we don't know if this is accurate. It might change heavily. There may be a new MISC ship coming up, which would be a new MISC salvage ship.
You mean like those spoilers we had?
Oh, yes. Zin, this could be new MISC ship, right?
Yeah, because we never worked out what it was. We thought maybe it was the Odyssey, and I was like, well, I can't really find anything on the Odyssey that looks like that.
Yeah, or we thought maybe it could be like a new starter ship or something like that. Or maybe it's even Crusader, or maybe it's a new Drake ship or whatever.
No,
but
it's
yeah,
definitely MISC.
Almost certainly MISC. Yeah.
It's got the same stylization as MISC.
Yeah, so this could be a new MISC ship that's been basically rumoured. People think it's a MISC salvager. We're not entirely sure of exactly what size of salvager. And if people want to know what is currently rumoured to be the name, it is the MISC Fortune. But we'll continue with the more spoilers. there have been... they get crazier, okay? So I'll go for one that you'll just be happy about, Sin. Looks like there's going to be some new Star Kitten flight suits.
Okay, yeah.
So some people have been talking about this. So they found mentions of them. I was like, okay, well that sort of makes sense, right? It's a brand in game. Makes sense. They'll have them for racing. Maybe they'll have them at Enter Atmosphere even or something like that. Oh, I've just realised maybe it is for that flight suits and stuff. Because they'd be for racing, I suppose. We'll wait and see. But big spoiler warnings, rumours. We don't know. The other big thing I sort of wanted to talk about was sandworm sightings.
Okay.
So people have been talking about this, that they think there's going to be either sandworms turning up in game, or they're going to show off sandworms at CitizenCon, even ranging to there's an Arena Commander sandworm mode where you have to defend against them or hunt them or something, or get away from them. What do you think of that? Do you think that's just madness?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get something like that. I love crazy stuff like that. And obviously, with rumours, with spoilers and stuff like that, they might entirely change. They might be totally incorrect. Take with a massive grain of salt. Yeah, I just think some of this stuff's obviously quite silly. There's a load of other bits and bobs that I'd seen and talked about in data mines and stuff like that, but it's all like either minor stuff or stuff that we sort of expected from the progress tracker. And we're going to see loads of stuff at CitizenCon. There's going to be loads of stuff coming out for 4.0. I don't want to overly spoil some of that CIG stuff beyond sort of talking about some of the bits that we knew about or expected. Like, yeah, with that MISC ship. Obviously, as Sin says, they've teased it a couple of times with the fins and stuff. We think it's that ship. But we're sort of interested to know what you think. Are you excited, Sin? Are you all raring to go?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Hopefully it'll be a good one. What do you think of spoilers from this sort of stuff and from data mines? Are you like, ugh, I don't even think we should cover them? Do you think
I don't think even we should cover them. I think it's the sort of thing, if people want to look for, they can do it themselves.
Well, aren't we supposed to be like a one-stop shop for Star Citizen news, though?
Yeah, news.
Do you not see this as news?
No.
Okay. No, that's fine. It could sort of more opinion piece. Tell us in the comments below what you think, if we should cover or not, because I will seriously have a think. I suppose we could put it on like on its own little separate thing, just as an article or something, or we could just go, yeah, there's some rumors being discussed. They're just rumor at the moment. Go check them out yourself, find them yourself. I'm interested to know what other people think in the comments below. And also, we are gathering CitizenCon questions. We're going to try and ask some devs some questions while we're there. Potentially try and get an office store, stuff like that. And if you've got questions that you'd like us to ask, if we find the appropriate dev, then chuck them in the comments down below, or put them on my Discord, discord.gg/BoredGamer, and there's a CitizenCon section there. And if you're going as well, chuck it in that you're going, and we'll try and meet up, or we'll put the details of where we're going to be there to a degree. Say goodbye, Zin.
Goodbye, Zin.
We'll see you later this month at CitizenCon, and every day with videos. I mean, we do daily content. Watch it, and also get NordVPN. Listen to this guy. What's in the box? That is what Pandora asked. She was told not to open that box, but she did. The internet is like Pandora's box, full of the chaos of the world. And Pandora basically opened an email attachment asking to help a millionaire prince move money around. Bam! It was Medusa all along. You've turned to stone. Foolish! You should know your Greek mythology. What's not foolish is nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. NordVPN is potentially one of the greatest Greek mythological heroes. It helps protect you from the terrors of the internet, helping you be more secure and private, while also giving you great accessibility. You can use my links down below to get NordVPN cheap. September, we've got a giveaway. Every month we have a ship giveaway, and this month is no different. We're giving away 5 ships this month. Actually, that is a bit different. That's 4 more than normal. We're going to give each of them to a different winner. We've got a Nomad, an X1, a Sulen, a Mustang Alpha, and a 100i. They all come with access to the game and lifetime insurance. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning any of those is comment on any of my videos made during the month on YouTube. I want to say a massive thank you to all our patrons and channel members. Your support allows us to make daily content. You are the best, and you should consider joining them by clicking the join button under my videos. It goes a long way in helping us, as does commenting, sharing videos, liking, all of that jazz. You do not have to chuck money at us, but if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. Thanks for watching, and have a great September.